All right, I'd say after I graduated, I went over to Lamar Orange and just kind of took basics for a little while. Um, was over there probably about 2 years, and then decided to get into the IT stuff. And so I started taking all my IT classes over there to get the certifications, and that's just kind of where that ended.
I graduated from Bridge City in 2011. Did cross country and track while I was there. Had some pretty successful teams. Made it to state all 4 years. Had some individual titles as well from district, which is pretty cool to have. Ended up going to school in Southern Arkansas, Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia, Arkansas. About 4.5, 5 hours north of here.
After I got my certificates and stuff, it's kind of the job market around here is a little saturated for IT. There's not a lot of that going on around here. So I went and started working at a plant over in Orange, and I was still going to school, kind of working there, going to school on the weeknights or when I could get off.
I played all the sports growing up, but by the time I got to my freshman and sophomore year of high school, I decided that my best bet to play a sport in college would be to run.
Finally, one of the teachers over there grabbed me, and she asked me why I was going to school still. And, I told her so I can get my degree and get a job. And she said, well, you already have a job, so why are you coming here? I was like, well, that's actually pretty legitimate. So I stopped going to school then and started just focusing on the plan. And then after 3 years of that, I got bored of that and didn't want to work for anybody anymore. So this was a good in between to work for myself and still be able to bring in money and help people. Well, honestly, back in high school, we were me and my friends were sitting around and we looked around and we said, who are the most successful people in the town? And every time it would come up, we'd see insurance agents driving around in Jeeps and Cadillacs and doing all that. So I always kind of weaned towards that, and I guess I got over it after a little while. Went and worked at the plants, and when I stopped working at the plants, I decided I want to give this a shot, truly give it a shot. And I looked around, applied to a couple of places, and then found somebody to hire me over in Nederland. And he kind of became my mentor and built me up into it. And then when I was making enough and doing enough over there, he just said, it's time to go do your own thing, go open up shop. So that's what I did.
I graduated in May of 15 and went straight into retail. At first, I worked at a running store, obviously, and was there for a few months. And then I got a call from a old coach that recruited me out of high school about a coaching opportunity at Jacksonville College. They didn't have a cross-country program, and they wanted to start one. And he knew that I had just graduated and he figured I could do the job well.
I'm an agency owner, insurance agency owner for Goosehead. Really, I mean, we're a brokerage. We sell probably 30 different insurance companies, different products, home insurance, life insurance, car insurance, umbrellas, stuff like that. And it's just being a broker over like a regular insurance agent has benefits because, somebody comes in and I've got 30, 35 products to put them in instead of just one or two. So that's basically what we do here.
Got my bachelor's in business management, and I wanted to, my goal was to have my own athletic store, like a running store, outdoor kind of like the ones I was working in. Eventually down the road, just getting that experience working in retail and getting the managerial side down as well. It could still happen. It's still in the plans, but it'll be further down the road now since I'm focusing on the kinesiology side and coaching. So I'm getting my master's in kinesiology. Should have it by next May, and I'll ride that wave for as long as I can and as long as I want to, and then from there I guess we'll see what happens.
My long-term plan is to honestly stay in this for as long as I can because as you grow in a business like this, it gets easier. You'll have more revenue in a company, and you can hire people to manage and hire people to market and hire other agents to work in here. So really my end goal is to pretty much never stop doing this and then hopefully pass it down to my kids if I ever have any. So
I think once I get the master's next May, I'm going to try, it's a junior college right now, I'm going to try to go to NCAA level to coach. Division III, Division II, Division I. Whatever I can get it to start out and just see where it goes from there. I think being an athletic director would be cool, either high school or college. And if I get another degree, have my doctorate in some kind of sociology or teaching or something. That way I could be a dean or a high level professor as well.
I definitely enjoy this job a lot. A lot of it has to do with working for myself. I mean, technically we're off today and I get to come out here and do this, so that's kind of cool. But it's just, it helps people in a lot of ways, and a lot of people don't know about insurance, the details and things like that. And so I've definitely known that I've always really wanted to help people, but make money doing it. So this is a good way for me to do that.
Being around the sport for so long and realizing how many things it can bring you. Some of my best friends I met in high school from running. College, my best friends I met in running. All the connections and job opportunities I've had were because of running. It just opened up a lot of doors for me, and I want to do that for my athletes now. Having the connections that I have will open up doors for them once they graduate college, and they'll have more opportunities than most other college graduates would. Just having their foot out the door and ready to having people to talk to where to go. I probably would go back and focus on kinesiology first, get my bachelor's in kinesiology in some way, either PT or exercise science or something like that, kinesiology, and then do the master's in business and master's in kinesiology. But the way I did it wasn't wrong. If I could change it, I would. If I had opportunity to change it, I probably would. But it's worked out pretty well.
This is not going to be good for a college interview, but it would be, don't waste your time, because you made it to this point with honestly none of your college career affecting any of this. And I mean, you do have to study and get a certification to be able to do this and get a license, but that's nothing really college is going to do for you, unfortunately. But I would say if I wanted to get from point A to point B faster, it would just be, don't waste your time. Find someone to mentor you, find what you want to do, and do that for sure.